Well, good morning everybody. Here we are, well into August, and somebody reminded me that I haven't done a video of my allotment in the summer. So here we go. Oh, we've got some music. Isn't it funny how people have to have their music on so loud? But there we go. Right, so let's have a walk round. Hanging baskets, this is my pretty side. It's not as pretty as it ought to be. The sweet peas haven't liked the hot summer. And then the pots and so on that we've got through here, they were looking good last week, but most of the heads of the dahlias have been and gone. So I've cut them all off in the hope that they will send out some shoots and get some more. The cherry tree was gorgeous. The cherries were lovely, even though the pigeons liked them as nice as well as I did. Oh, and me bottles, me watering bottles, there, works a treat. And you can just turn the top according to how you want it to water. Now my melons, so I'm quite pleased with that. And then let's go on round. My geraniums, they're surviving, but they really don't like the heat and the dry. But there we go. And the sweet peas here, nowhere near as good as they have been in previous years. But we're going the greenhouse because you win some, you lose some. Go in the greenhouse now. There's my cucumber. This one was planted late. And it's producing cucumbers at a rate of about 4 a day, along with this one here that's overtaken the whole greenhouse. But there we go, I'm giving all the other allotment holders cucumbers. The peppers are tremendous. Look at these peppers, they're absolutely superb. And that's a chilli, can't remember what it's called, I've got a label there somewhere. Razzmatazz. Did that focus? I can't see if it did or not, but it's razzmatazz. And look at that. So I'm not sure when I'm going to pick that. Oh, we've got a yellow pepper there, look. So it's looking good in here. And then I've got my plum tomatoes, which we use for making the sauce. Our garlics. Look at the size of these garlics. These are these elephant garlics, and they are tremendous. Look at that. I'm well pleased with that. And then my onions are in here drying. The Stuttgart onions, they were good, but the red onions all went to seed. I'll find those later on as we go on round. Okay, so let's zoom on round. So then my pretty bit here, they've all suffered, everything's suffered with the heat. It's because I don't come every day and water. And I've started off some more beetroot, so I'll put those out soon enough. And I made myself a wooden truck, just for the hell of it. It's not as easy as it looked. My respect to trud makers. But there, I might make another one later with the experience of that one. So sweet peas through here, almost non-existent. So they dried out and they didn't like the heat. The strawberry patch, this is the end of this strawberry patch. It's been here now for quite some time, so it's about time I redid it. So what I'm doing is I've made some out of milk cartons, I've made some pots, and so I'm taking runners off to make a new bed. Then the peas through here are all finished. I'll be picking them and the last of those and digging that. The courgettes have been tremendous, like all courgette plants. Let's have a look. Oh, there's one there, look, he's got away. And that was a little tiny one, day before yesterday. So there we go. And the sweet corn, they're looking good as well. I think, no, yeah, oh no, they're okay. So, the wood lice are getting into some of them. Anyway, we're going to be doing a lot of picking of those soon enough. Right, then we move on to the next one, and we've got, I've put some beans in. I'll put these beans, I grew a dozen beans in a tray. I'll put them out just for a few hours in the garden, and you know, just to acclimatise, and I was going to bring them up here and put them out. And in that couple of hours, something ate all the leaves off and left me just 3 whole ones and one just struggling. So they're in. I've put them in, as I've put in some beetroot there, and I'll be putting some more beetroot in later. Let's go and have a look in my frame where I keep tomatoes in here. They're all doing okay. They're doing fine. The gherkins have been tremendous, and I've got enough gherkins now, so it's time now for me to lift that plant out, just to make more room for the tomatoes, but I don't want any more gherkins. Okay, so then let's switch round. Do you remember the asparagus that I put in from pots? Oh, we've got some nice beetroot there to pick, and then that'll give me room then for the last asparagus that's in a pot at home. We'll have a quick look at that later. And these have all done well. The fox did start digging in here, but there we go. So they're doing all right. They're surviving nicely, as are the grapevines. And I've heavily pruned the grapevines. I've taken off anything that isn't wanted to let the sun get to the grapes. Then we move on to me carrots. There's those volunteer tomato plants. There's one that needs picking out. Look, there we go. Take that out of there. Volunteer tomato plants. Then me carrots, and a single row of parsnips. So they're doing good. These are the autumn carrots, so they won't be pulled yet for a long time. Then I've got a couple of plants here of pumpkins, American Giant, and the pumpkins are at the other side of these bins. And then my marrows are doing well. There's a nice marrow there, look. Oh, there's a pumpkin, an American Giant, just starting to grow. And then I've put in a very late row of peas along the back, look. There we go, very late row of peas. Blueberries all but finished. The bath of potatoes, I stuck a couple of, I've already dug the early potatoes that were in there, and then I stuck a couple of volunteer potatoes that were growing in the plot. I put them in there just to get another couple of potatoes, I suppose. So, and the asparagus, that was once again very good indeed. And now I've given them a sprinkling of chicken pellets and watered the pellets in. So that's all left now, just to go and carry on growing, to make room for, or to make growth, to give them strength for next year. So we'll move on. Then these grapevines through here are looking okay, as is the Cape gooseberry that I've got going there. And I've been picking the Cape gooseberries. Lovely jubbly. Right, and then on potatoes, these are ready for digging. That's the Myras at the back there, and these are the King Edwards, and they're all ready for digging. These have all been done. Let's go through now and look at the fig tree, because the figs this year have been tremendous. I've been picking them. There's another one there ready to go, one there. I've been picking 2 or 3 a day. Oh, and I just love them. There's one there just about to drop off. So I've been feeding the other allotment holders with them. Then the fruit bushes through here, they're all but finished, but the raspberries, they're just beginning to show now, look. Then, once again, sweet corn here, which I've grown to shelter the squash. As you can see, the leaves on some of the squash look a little bit sad, but the squash, there's plenty of squashes coming. There's one there, there's one there, there's another one there, look. So you see they're doing okay, and the sweet corn I'm going to be doing a big pick of sweet corn later today. Let's squeeze past this giant sunflower. Look at the size of that. It's huge, and there's to make a comparison with my hand. Look. Then on we go. Then I've sowed some spinach here, which has gone to seed, or going to seed. It don't like this heat, but I've got 2 nice cabbages there, a couple of sprouts. It's time to put them out now, ready for next year. And then I've got cauliflowers here, and a couple of spinach plants, well, leaf beet actually. And my strawberries in the tray, they've got dry. They haven't done well at all. I'm going to have to rethink that one, because if we get another dry year next year, then that won't be very successful at all, will it? The pear tree, as you can see, has been tremendous. Tremendous. There, I'm doing it again with that silly joke. So they've been really good. Then to come on round, the peach tree equally has been really good. There are peaches in here somewhere. Oh, there's one there, look. There's a nice peach there, look. So, considering there were hundreds of peaches on there earlier in the year, and it got down to probably about 2 dozen, and out of the 2 dozen, there's probably about half of those that survived. The apple tree the same. The apples have all got maggots in. A few have survived. I gave them a spray with Bordeaux. I don't like to use any chemicals at all, but it was that or nothing. And you can just see the copper on the outside of the apple. And I'm going to get a few that haven't got maggots in, but it really will be a few. Then what we got through here? Oh, we got the pumpkins here. These are the Musique de Paris. I love these. These are like giant squash. There's one there, look. They're the ones that they eat on the continent and in Australia, I believe, because the flesh is so nice. It's just like squash flesh. And then my last little bed here with a few French beans and some beetroot, and parsnips, as you can see. So that gives them to me, because I'm growing them in little rows in different beds, it gives them to me in different times. And then the grapevine through here, it's all looking good, though this grapevine looks like, this is the Merlot, it looks like it's just got the start of forget what it's called now, but anyway, it's the dusty powdered mildew, that's it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. I might just simply trim them all off and bin them, or I might just wait and see if I can squeeze some juice out of them. But we'll see. We'll wait and see. I'll leave them for a little bit longer now. Right, let's have a quick look at the bees. Without making you too dizzy, we'll go on round. The sunflowers here never really got to a full height. The wind gave them a hard time during the spring, but they recovered. And then my carrot bed here is I sowed these really early. They're high up. The carrots have been gorgeous. There's a few there still to pull, and I sowed another 2 rows, so there'll be a few more. Pond's doing all right. Let's have a quick squidge at the bees, and they're happy. Look at that. And I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 nukes on there. So, and then the potatoes along the back, they're all ready to be tipped out. That's the second sowing of some of those, and then the soil from those will go into the carrot bed mixed with a bit of sand for next year's carrot bed. So there's the plot. Happy gardening.